This week on Planet X, we go behind the scenes of the Amsoil Polaris Snowcross team and the amazing story of this motorized winter sport, only here on Planet X.
You mean me. No one ever said this was easy. To just move on. Pretend we're
Go program. Go and throttle up. Roger, go and throttle up.
Our goal every weekend is to win every race and win the championship.
Steve and the boys have been working really hard this year. I mean, they'll do whatever it takes to make us win.
I think I can do well for this whole team and put them up on the podium.
I don't want to set myself up with expectations because that's setting yourself up for failure. I know that we're going there every weekend, every race, being the best prepared team out there and have the best resources, knowledge, and ability to win every race. Very fortunate to have two good drivers like DJ and Carl. DJ is very consistent. We had podium 9 out of 10 races last year in the National Series. This is our first year with Carl, and he brings an incredible attitude to this team. I believe all along that he's had the potential to do as well as DJ, and both guys being on the podium. They are two of probably the best drivers out in the WSA in the whole world as far as that goes.
Steve is a great person to race for. He knows how to run the team, and he will do whatever it takes to win it.
You know, he's got excellent mechanics who work great with people, you know, good communication among the whole team, great test facility, great snowmobiles. I mean, everything is here to win races.
It's good. I mean, I'm just trying to fine-tune or trying to get that a little bit extra out of it right now. 2 more tests to make, and then once we make those, then I want you to go run, you guys each run a long deal and see if we can get those brakes to fade or not.
The new sled from Polaris seems to be really good. And we're always trying to better ourselves in the track and as well as our mechanics trying to better the sled for us.
Like just yesterday, the mechanic said, well, maybe, you know, we slow up and charge a little bit more into the corners. And we watched it on videotape, and, you know, it just put it in my mind, and then I started doing it, and I seemed to, you know, improve.
I mean, it can get wearing and it can get to be long, but we always try to make the best of it. We try to have fun up here, you know, while we're doing it, you know, screw around with the boys in the shop and just laugh and have a good time.
It's probably the best cover we got.
Polaris is in the hunt for a championship, and actually we did win the indoor championship last year, and we were the first Polaris team to win a championship for about 5 years. The new platform has just a variety of improvements, and I couldn't pinpoint one. It's a true race snowmobile, and the more time we spent this fall dissecting that snowmobile, we saw how much homework Polaris actually did on this machine, because it's a true race machine, and the geometry is like a race machine should be, and it's not a conversion from a stock snowmobile to a race sled. So every day we're impressed more.
I mean, they have a great sled this year. It's a huge improvement over last year, and it really puts us at equal playing ground with the rest of the manufacturers. I mean, they made a great sled, and now it's our turn to put it on the podium.
These guys are working extremely hard up here on our snowmobiles, and me and Carl are working very hard training, and I think this year, I mean, is our year.
Usually right around Halloween is when we can start manufacturing our own snow, and we have our own test facility here. It's 7 days a week. You know, it's a minimum of 12 to 14 hours a day, and a lot of times I'll stay here for a week without going home. When we're making snow, I'll sleep in the trailer, and I just want to do whatever I can to come prepared for that first race. It's a hometown race for Amsoil. Air Force is there, Red Bull guys are there, Polaris people are there. So it's very important to start out the season with a strong statement. And here we are 2 days before the first race, and I feel very confident going in. I know that we've done our homework, and the cards will fall as they do, but I feel very prepared, and we're on our way to win the championship this year.
Planet X is brought to you by Clegg Electronics. With Clegg, great things come in small packages. And by Rhino Off-Road Industries, making makers of the Rhino rough terrain vehicle. And by Rip Curl, built for riding and always searching for the ultimate journey. Stay with us right here on Planet X.
Hi, I'm Paula Abdul, and I want to introduce you to the Clegg Mini MP3 player by Clegg Electronics. It's the world's smallest MP3 player with a color screen. Now check this out. Up to 250 songs or 10,000 photos. It's available right now from the Clegg web store at CleggUSA.com. They're going fast, and you don't want to be the one who has to beg for your Clegg.
Well, right now I'm nervous. It's always the first day. You wonder if you're going to suck or do great out there. And every year we've done really good, so I'm assuming we're going to do good again.
Here on this beautiful Thanksgiving weekend at Spirit Mountain for the AMSOIL Duluth National Snowcross Worldwide Championship Series.
We've done our homework, and our guys have more time on track than anybody coming to this point, so good things are going to happen.
I just go out there and do what I do, I guess, and hopefully it works out good.
I feel great. Like, I got a great night's sleep last night, and my body feels good, and the whole team, I'm just really excited to get the AMSOIL sled on the track and start doing some laps.
And the one thing I can honestly say about our guys is they go out there to win every time. If they go out there and they don't win, it's not because they didn't try. Looks like he got the whole shot, hit a bumper on, flipped over, and I'm not quite sure what happened. But it totally sucked. He had a killer start. It almost looks like his right front shock might be blowing. Oh, it's kind of on a character building day, but she'll be all right. Good.
You know, you just got to take each weekend by each weekend, and hopefully, you know, at the end of the season, all these weekends that you work so hard for will add up to a championship.
You know, Carl had a little tip over on. He got hit from behind on Friday night, so he was a little bit nervous yesterday. But you could see each race out there, he was settling in a little bit and a little bit. And what we need to do, race in and race out, is finish in the top three.
Good job, Carl.
Good job. That wasn't f***ing up on the radio, was it?
The communication between me and Steve on the track is fantastic because that earpiece really helps you.
Block your corner, block your corner.
You know, I can't see everything out there, and especially on the start.
If you can sneak your sled ahead about one more foot, you'll be a nice hard snow.
Right now, it's going to be interesting to see you all out there on the borrowed sled. Meanwhile,
I feel pretty strong, and hopefully our luck is with us tomorrow.
Here we are, the big day, Sunday. All the action's taking place today. Yes, I am starting to freak out.
It's fun to race with Blair just because there's sometimes he'll do some stuff that's just unbelievable. And, you know, if you can race with him and beat him or dice with him, it's pretty fun.
Come on, DJ. Yeah.
Awesome! That was awesome! All right! Yeah! How's it feel to win it? Oh, boss. You know what? It feels great. How do you think they're the whole convoy put the spanking down on everybody? Yeah!
This just tops my, pretty much my career off. I always wanted to win here in Duluth, and I just don't know what to say. I mean, it's awesome.
We deserve this one. We waited a long time for this.
Stay on board for the action right here on Planet X.
One of the cool things about our team is the way we divide up the mechanical responsibilities. We've got four guys, including myself. Ricky Strobel, my lead guy, he takes care of the suspensions, the shocks.
He trusts what I do on my job, and he respects me for that, and he lets me do my job, and that's what really makes it fun, so that I can try and experiment with different stuff with the drivers and give them different suspension setups, and he lets me run with it, and we have a good relationship with that.
Les Harkinen, he's electrical, carburation, takes care of the motors for us.
A lot of us came from an oval track background years ago. You know, in oval track racing in the old days, I mean, it was a matter of you didn't have a whole lot of time to make changes. Sometimes there's a lot of work to be done between heats.
Randy Karpik, he's a fabricator, sets up stuff, helps us advance different things.
This year with his program, we wanted to run a little lighter, open sled and see if there's anything else we could do with the Polaris engineering. And so far, I think we've done a pretty good job with it.
And myself, I take care of all the clutching. You better put the camera on this one, because it's going to be fast. One guy takes care of everybody's shocks, one guy takes care of everybody's clutches, and if something comes loose on one sled, more than likely it's going to come loose on the other. So we always have that, and it's a team victory when anybody wins. With everybody in our team being a racer at one time, we know a comfort level that the driver needs.
Because if the driver's not comfortable, he's not giving it 100% out on the track.
And if they want something changed on the sled to make them feel comfortable, we'll do it no matter we think it's intelligent or not, because we know that there's that level in their confidence that they need going over a jump 30 feet in the air, 100 feet long. You know, Les always got a cigar in his mouth, and I have absolutely no idea why.
He does chew it down pretty good some days. You'll start out in the morning with a fresh one, and usually by the end of the day, it's pretty short.
At a victory, he will light it, and I believe he was smoking it pretty good at Spirit Mountain this year.
You guys hoping that he's going to smoke that thing today?
You're darn right. Yes.
I mean, with all my mechanics, I mean, they did an awesome job to get everything ready for this weekend, and I mean, they deserve this more than me.
Each year when we start out our season, it scares the hell out of me if we were to lose our primary sponsor or one of our sponsors. I mean, that's the key to the success of our team. You can have passion until you're blue in the face.
I think Steve will recognize that, you know, Emsel's always been there to back him up. And one of the best times is we always say, if you need something, Steve, we're always there for you.
I brought some Red Bull up for you guys. I stuck over by AJ if you guys want one. Awesome. I'm thinking of you all the time, Keith. I personally go beyond what I think is necessary to make sure that sponsors are happy. I really work hard on over-delivering, being loyal to our sponsors, and making sure they get a true return on their investment. With a little AMSOIL on the sled, a little Red Bull on the driver, and the only thing faster here is the U.S. Air Force. We've had AMSOIL as a primary sponsor. When this contract is complete, it'll have been 10 years of a primary sponsorship, and that's unheard of.
To be on this kind of a caliber of a team, that's what we're looking for, and we've enjoyed every bit of it. And of course, Steve has done the biggest part, and we really appreciate him and the drivers.
I mean, without these sponsors, I mean, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have this program running, and it takes that to go out there and fund the program and do good and win races.
Stay with us right here on Planet X.
Am I a poor loser? Hell yeah. Do I want to win every race? Hell yeah. Did I? No. It's all about having the right attitude, having fun. And this is the American dream, but the American dream is a lot of damn work. Well, Carl got injured up at Valcourt. He broke his upper arm, and very positive outlook about, you know, what happened, and he's trying to keep his spirits up, but deep inside I know he's saying, this sucks.
I guess unfortunate things happen. It's part of racing, and I just got to look forward to next year.
Just getting ready for the final in the stock class, and I'm going to go out and give it my best shot and try to concentrate on my race and do the best I can.
Second place will go to the Polaris of Dennis Ekstrom with 527 points.
Oh, it feels great.
Let's hear for DJ! DJ, yes!
He was saving himself for the mod class. You know, he ran consistent. He needed to end up where he did to end up second overall in the points.
Today is referred to as a character building day. Came in looking for the championship and kind of struggling out on the track, which is uncharacteristic of what we normally do. And suck is about the best word I can use to describe the way that day has gone so far. We ended up taking second place overall in the Pro Stock points, and looks like we're hopefully going to end up second in the Pro Open. But second don't mean nothing. It's all about winning, and I'm a poor loser. DJ's actually doing pretty well. He was knocked out for a couple of minutes. Just got a little memory loss, probably maybe a small concussion.
Was that the final?
Yeah.
What place is that?
Fifth. It wasn't really a disappointment. I mean, we maybe set up some expectations that we didn't, achieve today. But if you look at the overall picture, and we podiumed every single weekend, we were in a position to win every single race. There were a couple breaks that didn't go our way. But I'm very proud of our whole team and what we've done. And how many teams can say what we did? DJ was the only driver all year to make every single final. Nobody else did that all year except for DJ. So that's a pretty strong statement. 3 weeks from now, we'll all be looking forward to next year again. And it's just a vicious circle and a good circle.
Stay on board for the action right here on Planet X. Planet X is brought to you by Clegg Electronics. With Clegg, great things come in small packages. And by Rhino Off-Road Industries, makers of the Rhino rough terrain vehicle. And by Rip Curl, built for riding and always searching for the ultimate journey. Let's wrap things up with this Planet excerpt, brought to you by Surfline.com. With Surfline, know before you go.
Underneath the gun, in front of waiting eyes, our time has just begun. No second chance tonight. So we walk the longest days to live inside the shortest nights. We compromise our hearts to keep them satisfied. The shadows of our
this world in the name of Planet X.
Planet X in the air since 1995.